Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum, Mr. Amjad, the happy man for today. How are you?
Yeah, yesterday I was really very stressful because I spent 4 days just sitting on my couch and writing the exam. But it took for a while, but inshallah I managed it and successfully passed the exam. Thank you very much.
So, how the story started? What motivated you that you need to pass the exam for something, or it was
Well,
your goal?
Imran bhai, I can explain to you. Actually, I was planning to write PMP exam, but I didn't get a clear direction in which way to go. So one of my colleague in Aramco, his name is Yogesh Patel. He has passed exam recently in PMP exam. I was talking to him. I just want to join somebody can give me some training and guidelines so I can get clear direction and prepare myself for exam. So he's the one who gave me your address, your name. He said to me, he's very dedicated, honest guy. He will give you the right training if you really want to pass exam. It, I suggest to contact him. So based on that, one day I was walking and I just sent to you on the WhatsApp message. And then this is how the story starts. And then you asked me, can you spare 1 hour? I said, okay, no problem. For 5 days, actually, I was going on vacation, but I joined the class, I think, 7 or 8 of October. So since I joined the class and I really enjoyed your session and your motivation, your way of teaching gave me some kind of strength that I can do it. And every day when I joined the class, I was regular attending your classes, and every day the way you were teaching, the way you was encouraging, that was like amazing, and that was giving my morale was high. I was thinking my my inner circle was saying that I can do something. Someone is motivating me, so like my battery was charging. In other words, so this is
Great.
how the story starts. And after attending that 5 days, I really felt a huge difference. That I learned a lot of the PMT concept about the processes, people, agile technologies. And although I was reading the books, but there was nothing, except the multiple choice question, but there was no concept. The way you have explained the processes and like all the calculations, all the formulas, how to deal with the stakeholders, like this was really amazing. And this is how the story starts. And after completing uh, 5 days session, based on your instruction, I just reviewed all the mock exam. Those were really initially when I tried to crack the mock exams were really tough. But what I did, I went through once. I was unable to achieve 70%. Then I reviewed each question again and again. And then second and third time when I tried, every time my marks was around about 70, around 85, 90, 75. So this approach I have used. So continuously I was reading the mock exam, then I reviewed 1 or 2 times, and then every time when I was doing a revision, my confidence was going up and up. So this is how the story starts. I have completed your all mock exam from 1 to 6. After that, I was pretty confident that I can crack the PMP exam. And this is what happened. I don't know in my group, but I took initiative. I said, okay, do or die, something do or die. So actually, this was the confidence which you gave to me. The way you guide us, I followed as like a student. And when I enrolled myself, I was like kind of 50-50 maybe, but this is kind of natural when you prepare for exam. Sometimes from your inner circle maybe exam will be difficult, maybe you can make it, maybe it pass. But this is something like everybody fail. But what happened the day before exam, especially on Friday night, I stopped reading, reviewing anything. I just went for walk, came back, have a dinner. After I reviewed something around some formulas, 30 minutes, then I slept at 10:30. My target was to wake up early in the morning, pray Fajr, just pray for the exam, and just start exam 7:15. So I just log in, 6:45. I was pretty fresh. There was nothing in my mind because I didn't like a modernize myself in the night. The people they do like a revision all the night before the exam. This is what I have done. This is the one of the tip you have told. Day before exam, don't modernize yourself because you will relax your mind. In the morning when I started the exam, I was in my life. I'm telling you, this is very honest opinion. This is the first time I have followed this approach. And when I started to write the exam, I was pretty fresh. There was no tension in my mind. I was very clear. And then when I studied the exam, the initially when you know in first 10 to 15 minutes, when I start to answer the question, I read everything was aligned, what you have teach us and whatever was in the mock exam. And I was able to like mark correct answers. And that's where my confidence was building. And up to 120 questions, I was pretty sure whatever I did, that is right. 120 questions, I was pretty sure whatever I answered, my inner circle was saying I'm right. However, then after 120, there's some difficult question, difficult journey starts. But the initial confidence which I got, what happened when the difficult question came, I put more concentration at that, and then I was able to answer those correctly. This is what I believe. So this success story, if I summarize the story is only the confidence, dedication, and common sense. This is how you can learn from someone who has expertise like you, because this makes a difference. And when you read the question from there, some there are in one or two sentences. If you read carefully, you know what is the answer. And this is the who told me you. And I'm
I still
thankful to you.
remember, yeah, that I told you that when you're reading the question, there should be a pop-up in your mind. This is the answer. Halas, go
And
search in the options, and this is the answer.
this is the answer. And this is the what I have followed the approach. And this helped me out. Even there was some difficult question, but it helped me out to like select the right answer. That I have followed that approach and it has made difference. I know in so many people in Aramco, they have passed PMT after third attempt, fourth attempt, and some of them still they are struggling. And when I shared my result with them, and they said, you are working as a maintenance and we are working in project, how did you pass this exam? And I told them one of the guy in the PMT, he gave me brand by number, he gave me his contact details. I have reviewed his like a website, look at the training, thing like that. So I was able, luckily, I approached him and the way he has delivered all the session, the way the concept he has explained, that was really amazing. This is what my exam first attempt, the passing the exam has made the difference because of his effort, motivation, the way of teaching, the mock exam, and everything was very well aligned with uh, the online exams. This is my suggestion is in conclusion, what I can say, if someone can attend your workshop and focus on your six mock exam from 1 to 6, I can give you guarantee he will crack the exam in first attempt. This is what I didn't read anything else. I have just followed your instruction. I have reviewed like a course material which you have delivered. I have those notes and I reviewed all your exam, like a mock exam. I read it very carefully. I read basically. Then also I focus on the key sentence in each question in the mock exam, and that helped me a lot. Some of the question I can say those were not from the exactly the mock exam, but if you solve the mock exam, you can get the idea like a most of the questions were most likely in that format, and then you can answer. You are pretty sure what you are answering. This is the right based on the mock exam you have solved. Some of the questions were pretty straight. This is what we went through the mock exam, and there was straight answer. You know, and I'm really thankful for your effort and the tips which you gave to us, the confidence which you gave us. That's really make a difference. And that from last 1 year, I was in kind of fear how to pass this exam because I don't know. I have papers, like some papers, but I don't have a knowledge. Right? So that's why although Aramco has arranged a training for me, but that was a virtual training. I wasn't able to get the interactive live session and ask the like answers. But here with the interactive session, I was able to ask you question, and even after attending the workshop, I sent to you so many question query where I wasn't sure what is the right answer, and I'm really thankful to you that you have helped me. You clarify those things, and that helped me out to answer at least 4 questions after the session. The answer which you gave to me, and that was the correct, and that helped me a lot in answering in the real exam. So this is the difference.
Look, I always try to say to everyone that guys, if you want to pass the exam, finish the training, dedicate a time, make a timeline that I have to finish in 20 days, 25 days, and then break it down that okay, 1 hour I will do this, 1 hour do this, 1 hour I'll do this. And if you have learned from me or any trainer, just follow the steps. And
Yes.
then my type of trainer, if you will find out luckily, then every day they will have a hashtag on your head. Do it, do it, do it, do it. This matters actually. The motivation is actually the thing which gives you towards the exam. Otherwise, reading the things by yourself, it takes a lot of energy. There is no one to motivate you. So luckily, you guys were following. Like today, Alhamdulillah, 3 guys have passed, and all those three, they were in my continuous contact. Like you were sending Imran, please explain me this. Nelson, every day I am doing this, and so I keep motivating them. Go book the exam. Go book the exam. And still, they took 1 week, but at least they booked the exam and they took the exam. But I think I shared a post also in the group that there is no award for working on the long studies. There's no award for the long study. You have to go on. You have to take. The only risk is what? How much? $400. It's not like life or threatening thing. It's just a simple exam. If you will go
Yes.
with the anxiety, you are reading till last minute of the exam, you will never understand. You will swell your brain. It will not work in exam.
Yes.
Even if you
Correct.
know something, it will not work. And I always advise, look, first hour of exam is so much shocking that once you set an exam, you will feel that you are failed. Don't worry.
Yes.
Your brain will start moving slowly and gradually. It will start coming. Whatever the type of questions, if you remember the tips and tricks, if you
Correct.
are fresh, you can remember it. But if you will go for after 2, 3 years, then you need to repeat my trainings and so on. So ultimately, you can get the glimpse of it. But Alhamdulillah, you were very quick. You had your vacation also. Otherwise, I think you could do it more faster, right?
Yes, I was on vacation for 3 weeks and still, but I was following your instruction. I spent 2 to 3 hours every day, and
To
I
solve
have reviewed like
questions.
yes, even during my vacation. But when I
Great.
came back, I put more effort, especially on weekend, and uh, and just reviewing your exam. This is the only difference. I can tell you, I have passed this exam because of your support, your initiative, your guidance, your motivation, and your like a mock exam. This helped me a lot. Otherwise, I wasn't able to do. And I think 70%, I can tell you, 70% exam was aligned with your course material plus your mock exam. So I can tell everybody if somebody is here in the group or not. If somebody can solve your 6 mark exam, just review 2 time complete review and go straight away write the exam. I can give you guarantee he or she will pass the exam.
Exactly, that's correct. So how much time you think that is required to study properly? 1 week, 2 week, 3 weeks? What do you think ideal time is?
And, I suggest at least 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks, but you need to put effort every day around 2.5 hours, around 2.5.
Consistency. Yeah,
Yes. And after that, then you can write the exam.
great, perfect. Any difficulty you faced in an exam?
No, I told you this is one of my suggestion before exam. Let's say the day before writing exam, have a good sleep.
Exactly. You have to be relaxed.
Relax. When I wake up, I was relaxed. And I didn't burdenize myself that the night before writing the exam. This is most important because you need to put at least 4 hours the concentration. But if you are tired, even the questions are very simple, but you will make mistake because of your tiredness. You cannot focus. But once you have good sleep, you are confident. Then you can focus it. This is what then you will enjoy. Really, I was sitting on my couch, and I was just enjoying like this. I was on camera. Proctor was sometime. He was initial stage. He was talking to me. He was checking everything. Make sure that you have laptop. They check your passport, everything. WhatsApp. They send to QR scan code. You can do that. Plus, he will ask you the cam to left, right, show everything, show the couch, table, make sure that everything is fine. Rest I think is very comfortable, and I will writing exam from home is better than go with the uh, in the
Scientist,
any
exactly.
center,
It's more
and because
convenient if you are in your place. You know your place.
and you know your place. Second thing is the difference is you will not feel any fear because you are at home. But when you
Exactly.
go to write in center, 20-30% is a pressure. The setup you think, they put laptop for you, the thing, the screen. But when you are in front of your computer, is you are your own boss.
Exactly.
So this is my suggestion. All I can, if anyone is there, or if you convey my message to the people, if they can attend your workshop and solve your, especially like your exam number 1, 3, 4, 5, more focus, and the 6, 7, the process, people's environment.
Yes,
I
domain
think is more
wise.
than enough. You will pass. Even if somebody if somebody doesn't have enough time, if they can focus on your exam 1, 3, 4, 5, I can give you guarantee. Still, you can pass the
It's all about understanding. If you know the
exam.
basic things, it's all on your fingertips. You don't need to make efforts that you need to summarize it, you need to understand English. No, it's just simple logic. Answer it. There is a situation, answer it. There's a situation, answer it. But if you
Right.
think I did not read the book, I will not do this, I cannot do this, then you are already pushing your confidence that you don't know that. You could be wrong. And here the anxiety increase that, okay, I am not confident. You know everything, you have experience. I think you also got 10 plus experience in the field, right? So you just need to connect it with the standard. That's it.
Yeah, and one thing more, Imran bhai, I noticed the like the questions were not wrong in the context. It was only 2 to 3 lines. So only your time management is very important. When I reach, and some people they do read 2 times, 3 times, and then you were unable to complete the exam. At last stage, I was doing like I was take some extra precaution in my relax mode. In last 8 minutes, I have 20 questions. 10 minutes left, 20 questions. But luckily, what I did, I followed your trick to read only 1.5 sentence of the question, the last one. what he is asking. Then I look at the answer and I picked up the right answer. When I look, I was not reading the whole sentence. I was reading last two sentences only to get the tip what the question is, and then I was able. And that is the way how I made it by the time management, the tip you gave us. And you know, the answer is always in the last two sentence of the question. Focus on that and correlate with the option A, B, C, D, and for sure you will find the right answer. That approach helped me to answer 20 questions in 8 minutes. This is
That's a
the this
great
is
thing.
the tip.
That's a great thing.
This is the tip I can give to anyone. But if let's say some questions are there like a match difference, that is very time consuming. There are some 2 to 3 questions are like a mathematical questions. Don't spend too much time like on that. If you know it is very easy formula, use it, but don't spend too much time. Move on. And the situation I have noticed is some questions are related to the situation. And situation has always like a 5 to 6 sentence, but always read on the last two sentence and skip on the top. I don't want to know Robert was project manager year 20 year. It's nothing to do with me. I just want to know what Robert want to do. This is the what I want to read it, and I just focus on that area. And this is the one of the tip you gave for the time management. This is very important for any person who want to write exam. He must just like use this tip to write at the last two lines, get the idea what the question is, and pick the answer. This is
Perfect.
and the second thing is most especially in answering the question, the technique which I have used, like a, the coordinate meeting, like say one person is not paying attention. So, like as a project manager, you should be very cordial rather than aggressive. Like, like to meet someone, but arrange a meeting, something, analyze, something like that, or whatever those things that comes. Mean the there was the four answer. So what you need to select where, as a project manager, they want to see your capability. What before making any decision, what you did, like
This is what project
analyze.
management is.
Yeah, did you impact? Like, did you evaluate impact? Did you follow the procedure? So did you like if like there was a one question, they were building one river and there was some problem, right? And the project manager and the people, they were against the town, the people town were against the building of the bridge. So what he did, first of all, he arranged a meeting with the town people. What is their motivation? Why they don't want to bridge? But there are so many questions. So this is what they want to, like the project manager should be, like the person should be like a charismatic and the leadership skills have tried to find out, clarify the situation before taking any decision. The straight way, if there is something approach to the sponsor, that answer is always wrong. Just placing order, do this, always wrong. Always think, analyze, coordinate, facilitate, all those things which are related to, those are the right answer. And this approach you gave us, and that helped me a lot to select a right answer. And then once someone go through the mock exam or I went through the mock exam, these are the technique which I have seen. Once you will learn this technique, even you never review the question, but once you will read last two sentences and you have four answers, for sure you will be in good position to answer by using those techniques. This is how I learned from you. If I know these things earlier, then I should go to write exam maybe 1 year ago. I wasn't confident. I don't know the terminology. I don't know like the philosophy, how to select right answer, because the way you have explained as a project manager role, like as a facilitator, as a the problem solver, like as a conflict resolution, like something the skills, all in the communication. If somebody has some reservation, how to address it, all those things are very important. If you correlate every question, you need to use this like a technique. But if you know these technique, you can crack the exam very easily. But how you will know? Until someone like you have to give them the tips and to give them the training, and for sure they they can crack the exam. This is what my suggestion and recommendation. I'm really thankful to you.
Well, thank you very, very much for your such a great feedback, Mr. Amjad. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. So, what's the next
You're very
plan?
next plan. So you see, maybe I will discuss with you what is the next any certification related to project management, maybe the risk assessment or something. If there is
Inshallah. So
any,
I'll keep you posted. I think for that we can have a one-to-one session to
okay.
understand what work you are doing. So I can guide you that okay, go for this certificate. So you should not follow my step to have so many certifications, but go in the vertical way that you can become the subject matter expert like in your field. So you can enjoy more and you can be more precise towards your talent.
No problem. You're most welcome.
Great. Again, thank you very much, and I hope to see you soon when you come in the MAM. Let's meet together sometime.
Sure. Your party is due either when I will visit to the mall or you will visit to Jammu for sure. We will sit together and have a party
Perfect. Thank you very
with
much,
Saudi
Mr. Amjad.
champagne. With Saudi champagne.
Inshallah.
Okay.
Great. Thanks a lot, Mr. Amjad. Allah,
Thank you.
thank you.
You're very much. God
Assalamu
bless you.
alaikum.
Thank you. Thank you again for your support, cooperation, any initiative and guidance.
Thank
I'm
you very
really
much.
thankful to you.
Thanks a lot. Really
Thank you very
appreciate
much.
that. Thank you.
Thank
Assalamu
you very
alaikum.
much. Thank you,
Bye.
Islam.